Welcome back, Patriots. Let's go ahead and move on to page 3. Now, keep in mind that down in the description, as well as in the first pinned comment, I've put the timestamps for where each problem starts. So if you want to skip around, feel free to do so. All right, number 34. The lengths of two sides of a triangle are 15 and 24. What is the range of the third side? Now, remember that there are certain side lengths that do not work for a triangle. Now, we talked about basically having our river with the drawbridge pieces that we're going to lower down, and that if the river was 100 feet across and each of these was only 10 feet, then there's no way that those two pieces of the drawbridge are going to meet when they lay down in the middle. So there is basically a maximum and a minimum value of what the different side lengths of a triangle can be. Now, the easiest way of doing that is taking the two pieces that I have and adding them and subtracting them. So 24 minus 15 is 9. 24 plus 15 is 39. So what that means is that the value of my third side, I'm just going to call it C for the third side, has got to be between 9 and 39. It could not exactly equal 9 or exactly equal 39. It must be between them. So 9.01 or 38.99 would both work. Just add and subtract. Number 35. Find the value of x in the picture at right. Well, I've got an isosceles triangle. Remember, the legs are equal and the base angles are equal, so that's 3x. Also, in a triangle, all three angles are going to add to 180 degrees. So we've got 40 plus 3x plus 3x equals 180. Combine our like terms. 6x plus 40 equals 180. Subtract 40 on both sides, gives me 6x equals 140. And now we're going to divide both sides by 6. So that was 140 divided by 6 is 23.3. 23.3. 36. Find the value of x in the figure at the right. Well, again, we have these two equal, meaning it's an isosceles triangle. If the base angles are congruent, then the legs are congruent as well. So these two equal one another. 5x minus 8 equals 3x minus 6. So we're going to subtract 3x on both sides. 5x minus 3x is 2x. We're also going to add 8 on both sides. Negative 6 plus 8 is positive 2, so x equals 1. Number 37. Find the value of x in the figure at right. Once again, an isosceles triangle. Base angles must be congruent, so that's x. Therefore, this is also x. Add them together. X plus 6x equals 180. Combine all those x's, gives me 8x equals 180. So divide both sides by 8. 180 divided by 8 is 22.5. Number 38. Find the value of x in the figure at right. Well, all three of these angles are equal, and an equiangular triangle is also equilateral. And so these two side lengths must be equal. 6x minus 5 equals 5x plus 8. Now we're going to do our solving techniques. Going to subtract 5x on both sides. 6x minus 5x is x. Add 5 on both sides gives me 13. X is 13. Number 39. Here we've got an isosceles triangle, and since this is 60, well, all three angles have to add to be 100, or have to add to 180. So let's go ahead and find the measure of these two. I know that's kind of silly because we're looking for side lengths, but we're going to make a point out of that here in a second. Since these are the same, we're going to go ahead and put a variable down there. I'm going to use a y because I've already using x. So 60 plus y equals 180. It's combined to make 2y. And let's go ahead and subtract the 60 in the same step. It gives me 120. Divide that, and we got y equals 60. So each of these angles is now 60 degrees. And just like above, if all three angles are 60 degrees, they're all three equal, then it's an equilateral triangle, meaning that these two are equal to each other. So 5x minus 8 equals 4x minus 4. Subtract 4x, 5x minus 4x is x. Add 8 to both sides, 4 plus 8 is 4. So x is 4 is our answer. Number 40, find the measure of angle 1 in the figure at the right. Two ways of doing this. One of those is to find the measure here, subtract those from 180, and then subtract from 180 again. Or we can use our remote exterior angle property, where the value of angle 1 is the sum of these two. The measure of angle 1 equals 50 plus 35, which is 85 degrees. Now, if you really wanted to, you could say that these two add together. 180 minus 85 is going to be 95 degrees. This one's 95 degrees. And then you're going to do the linear pair. 180 minus 95 equals 85 degrees. You're going to get to the same place. This one's just faster. All right, number 4. We want to find the value of x in this picture. I'm going to use the exact same property here. Our remote exterior angle is equal to the sum of these two. So we've got 80 plus 2x equals 145. Subtract 80 on both sides gives me 2x equals 65. And then divide both sides by 2 gives me 32.5.